Hey guys, welcome back to Yaard's kitchen. In today's video I'll take you guys in the kitchen with me and I'll show you how to make this amazing countryman patty or coconut patty. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bell so you guys can always be notified whenever I upload a new video. Go ahead and tell your friends, tell your family members about Yaard's kitchen and have them subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, it's KaliKitchen_1, and also on Facebook, it's Yaard's Kitchen. So guys, remember the other day when I made this coconut milk and I saved the coconut flakes, and I told you guys that I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm going to make something amazing. Well, today is the day that we're going to make this amazing patty. All right, so to a pot I went in and add some of the coconut milk, and I also went ahead and add some brown sugar. We want the sugar to dissolve, so we're just going to combine both the coconut milk and the sugar together until it dissolves. All right, you don't necessarily have to use brown sugar, but you can always go ahead and use granulated sugar, or you can just mix both the granulated sugar and the brown sugar together. All right, so once the sugar is dissolved, what we're going to do, we're going to go in and spice this up. So we're just going to add some vanilla flavoring, and then we're going to add some nutmeg and some cinnamon powder. If you guys have other spice at home that you want to add to this, feel free to do so. All right, so once I added all of that spice, what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add a little bit of salt as well, and then we're going to allow this to come to a boil before we add the coconut flakes. All right, again, you want to extract all of that flavor, and all of these ingredients that I'm using today, you can get them at your local supermarket or grocery store. All right, remember to be creative, remember to be you, and listen, utilize whatever you have at home. All right, so once it's come to a boil now, I'm going to go in and add the coconut flakes, and you want to make sure that your coconut flakes cook for roughly about a minute to 2 minutes. If it seems a little bit dry, you can always go in and add some more of the coconut milk. All right, be sure to taste, guys, because sometimes it might need a little bit more sugar or a little bit more spice. All right, so be sure to taste. So once it's all cooked, I'm going to put it to the side, and before I add the food coloring. All right, so this is the filling, guys, that we're making for the countryman patty or the coconut patty. All right, so once it's cooked, put that to the side, then we're going to move on to something else. All right, so this is my short crust pastry dough that I made. I have a recipe on my channel for my short crust pastry dough. I will leave the link in the description box for you guys, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. All right, so what I'm gonna do, basically just add a little bit of flour to my cutting board and put the short crust pastry dough. Ensure that it's covered in the flour because you don't want it to stick, and then I'm going to use my rolling pin to just roll out this short crust pastry dough. And I also have a pot cover that I'm going to use because it's circular, to just cut out the desired shape that I want for my countryman patty. If you guys don't want the circular shape, you can always go ahead and do what you feel like doing. All right, so you don't want it to be too thin nor too thick. All right, be sure to dust the surface, or else the dough is going to stick to the board. And just take your time to just pull it apart. The rest of the dough, what you can always do, you can always go ahead and just place it in a cling wrap and put it in the fridge, and you can use it at a later date. All right, So now we're going to move on to the filling for the countryman patty. So basically this is the cooked coconut. So I'm going to go in and add the food coloring, and I'm adding the red food coloring to this. But you guys can always go ahead and use another food coloring. I mean, you can use green or whichever food coloring you feel pleased using, alright? And you don't want this to be too red. So I want to just encourage you guys to add a tip of food coloring at once so that you can see the color that you're going for. All right, so once we achieve that nice color that we want and all of the coconut flakes is nicely colored, we are going to go ahead and add the filling to our short crust pastry dough and pop that in the oven and make our patties. All right, so I started to add the filling already, and we're just going to add enough filling because we're making some big patties today. And basically we are going to bake this for roughly about 35 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. All right, so again guys, you don't need to do anything to this countryman patty. All you need to do is just put it in the oven and allow it to bake. You don't even need to put anything on top, because trust me, it's going to come out looking so lovely and tasty. So you don't need to do anything at all. All right, you don't need to put anything on top like egg or any butter. And guys, just to note, if your countryman patty bursts, you don't need to worry. Also, we want it to be a little bit, we don't want it to be perfect. All right, so don't worry about it if it bursts or anything. It's fine. Just take your time and do what you have to do. All right, no rush. So again, we're going to bake this for roughly 35 minutes, and I'm going to bake mine in a Pyrex dish. But if you guys have any baking tray at home, you can always go ahead and add it to the baking tray. All right, use whatever you have at home. Be creative, just be you in the kitchen. All right, so I'm gonna add them now to the Pyrex dish, and then I'm gonna bake them, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the final product. All right, I will also go ahead and bite into one of them and show you guys what the inside looks like. All right guys, stay tuned. I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like, and I know you guys will enjoy this one. All right, so guys, this is the final product of my countryman patty, or you can just call it coconut patties. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I hope you guys go ahead and subscribe. Remember to turn on your post notification bell so you guys can